There we go, because I use my hands all the time. Stitching. So, in 2015, I dropped out of my PhD. I did. I did not like the program. I was really depressed. And at that time, I had the teaching assistantship position. So the only part of my day that I really enjoy is when I was teaching. And also I decided, kind of like talk to myself, that I didn't need a PhD degree to do what I'm passionate about, which is to teach. So I looked for a job. I got a job as a visiting professor in Daytona. So for, I say roughly 4 years, 2015 to 2019, I did multiple jobs just to pay the bills. From 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. I would work at high school. Then from 5 to 8, depending on the classes, I would teach at community college. Sometimes when I didn't have a community college class, I would do private lessons. Coach soccer too, I have the skill, why not get money out of that? So multiple jobs, just to pay the bills. Finally, in 2019, I got a job offer as a faculty, full-time faculty at Mercer University. So I was really happy. I didn't have to run from one job to another job just to pay my bills. So here I am, since day one, working a lot, even extra hours, to create events for my students to practice Spanish outside of the classroom, to come out with study abroad trips when my students show up every day or at least once a semester asking me, when are you going to do a trip to Mexico? So I listened to my students and I did. Or mentoring every time they ask me to advise the students, especially first generation students, because I struggle as a first generation student, and Hispanic students. Because my job is to give them the tools to succeed and also to speak up for themselves, to make them proud of their heritage and to be visible at Mercer as well. So I have been working really hard. And another thing that we have to do as a faculty members is to observe other faculty classes for professional development. So one day I received an email from my dear friend Katie. She's a French professor. And she emails me asking me, hey, can I observe one of your classes? We have to check in the box of observing other people. And I say, sure, why not? I will never say no if someone's gonna help me, right? So she showed up last semester in one of my Spanish 2 class. This is like a 2 hours block. And I saw her face and she was impressed that my students were like raising their hands, participating, they were engaged. So I was happy and I was thinking, yay, I'm gonna have a really good observation report for my promotion. So then she had to leave because on the second hour she had a class. So I finished my 2 hour classes and then I was really hungry. That day I forgot my lunch. So the only thing I could get really fast before my next class was a sandwich at Which. That's my only option at Mercer at this point. So I go, place my order, and I turn around, and Katie was behind there. And she looks at me and say, kind of with like this big eyes and a big smile in her face. And she's like, have you looked at your emails? And I'm like, I was teaching. No. So I pull out my phone, and I want to flip it through my emails. And she emailed me saying, Hola, Libertad. Emailing you while observing your class. Happy face. I'm observing you because I would like to nominate you for the Teaching and Innovation Award. And I was speechless. So she said, please send me your CV, send me all the things that you have done with your study abroad programs, service learning, everything that you can think of, because I have 2 days to work on the letter. So again, here I am, frozen, speechless, and wanting to call my husband, let him know that one of my dear colleagues wants to nominate me for this award because previously I have two great colleagues who expressed that they would like to nominate me for the same award. My dear friend Fernando and my dear friend Clara. I felt like I was in the glory, like right here, like lighting coming through my face. Then I felt I was noticed. First time I felt someone has acknowledged the hard work I have put into. And first time in all my history, in all different jobs I had previously, I felt visible. Someone saw that I have worked hard. At that point, I didn't care about winning the award. I was happy just with the nomination of my 3 colleagues. I was really happy. But I won. I did. And $1,000 too. So the 3 nominations of my colleagues make me visible at Mercer. Now people want to work with me. They want to collaborate with me. With that award, I claim my seat at the table at Mercer University.